Mr. Chair, we're live.
Thank you so much. I'd like to call this meeting to order. This is the regular meeting of the Baldwin Park Planning Commission for May 14th, 2025 at 7:01. If you're able to, please stand for the flag salute and place your hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, republic for which it stands, one nation, God, visible, liberty for all. All right, thank you all. Planning Secretary, will you do call roll, please?
Yes, Chair Peña,
Present.
Vice Chair Gonzalez,
Present.
Commissioner Escobosa,
Present.
Commissioner Miranda de Zib,
Present.
and let the record show that Commissioner Rodriguez is absent.
Now, do I have a motion to excuse Commissioner Roman Rodriguez?
I'll motion to excuse.
I'll second.
Roll call, please. Yes.
Vice Chair Gonzalez,
Yes.
Commissioner Escobosa,
Yes.
and Commissioner Miranda de Zib.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. I now declare verbal communications open. Anyone wishing to address the commission on any other than the items listed on the agenda may come to the podium. We will be restricting your comments to 3 minutes because we don't have actually access to a screen at this moment. We will just be letting you know when you're at 1 minute mark and then of course when you're at the 0 mark as well. So do we have any?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we have several speaker cards. Our first speaker tonight is Evetta Whitley. Miss Evetta Whitley?
Yes, if you can come to the podium, please.
No. Oh.
Hi, if you can just make sure, good evening. If you can just make sure your mic is on.
Beg your pardon?
If you could just make sure your mic is on.
Yes.
Thank you.
I just got to get close to it. That's all.
Thank you.
Sorry.
If you can,
My name is Juanetta,
thank you.
and I'm addressing the commissioner. I'm glad to be here, respecting you all, everybody in the building. I'm here regarding the Florence Planner project. We're asking for a park over in that area. Yeah. Looking at putting condos or either the apartments. And what I'm here to address is we need a park in that area for our children, our elderly people. And we don't have anywhere to go. There's parks around, but I can't walk to the park. We have small kids. A little kid almost got hit Saturday. If he had had a park to go to, he wouldn't have been in the street. And it hurt me so bad I couldn't sleep because see this child being killed. So if we could get help to get a park in that area instead of condo, because if we get condos and we get apartments in there, our taxes going up. We're going to end up with a HOA. Our insurance is going up. Our taxes are going up. I mean, there's a lot of things will be going up. But my concern is the community that has worked hard in this community to try to get it where it is. And that little area over there would really help us as citizens, as community people, and for the children. My heart goes out to children. And when I saw that, I'm here to ask everyone here if they would consider helping us get a park over there in that area. Because we need it. I need it. I don't work hard. I can't walk. I have to have somebody to take me. So I hope you would look into it with your heart and not money. Because we all need money, but all money is not good money. This community needs help. We need a park, not condos and apartments. So I hope you would open your hearts up. And I'm sorry, I need.
You're at 1 minute, 1 minute left.
Okay. But anyway, that's my concern. That's my reason for being here, is to please consider helping get a park in that Florence Planner area. And I thank you. God bless you and have a good evening.
Thank you so much for your time. Next speaker, please.
The next speaker is Yolanda Pampa.
Thank you. If you can state your full name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good evening, City Ballin Park Planning Commissioner. My name is Yolanda Bompa. I am here today to ask that you consider Bassett area residents and assist us in rejecting any zoning changes from the proposal storm property that want to build 105 condos, villas, apartments at the Florence Flanner Elementary School, where we live. We think this is a dangerous proposal, given the narrow streets. Our streets would have heavy traffic and even less parking that were inaccessible to a firefighters trying to put out a fire 1 year on 4th of July. Our streets cannot handle the traffic. Please help us stop this development. Our community would like to see a park, a community center, and education center for our kids in Bassett community. We must always consider how our conduct looks to others and avoid any activity that may not look improper. That's not just doing what's right, but it also builds trust in our community. Please consider working with us. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. The next speaker.
The next speaker is Jorge Del Real Carlos.
If you can state your name as well. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Jorge Del Real Carlos. I'm here also to address the Florence Flanner project. By continuing with the Florence Flanner rezoning and leasing proposal, you're hurting our wallets for what? For Bassett Unified to only benefit for 300,000? That's nothing compared to the amount these developers are keeping. District continues to put us in deficit. With the planned high-dense housing community, our properties will lose value. As homeowners, we trust and rely on the equity appreciation over time. And by building these condos, you will hurt our future in many ways. Our properties will go down. You are also hurting our health, safety, and depriving us from a quality, healthy living. We need open areas for our community to benefit. According to the U.S. Green Building Council, they require 121 square feet per person of green area. With 100 units proposed at 4 persons per unit, that puts us at 48,400 square feet. Storm properties project less than 10% of what we need. That's really bad. We need healthy living. It is recommended that 90% of residents have a park within half a mile of walking distance. The nearest park for us is about 2 miles away. Baldwin Park is a thriving city and has the potential to become one of the greatest cities around. Our safety is being jeopardized within the day. The shooting that happened last week down the street from the proposed project is an example that we as a community need to take an action and provide a safe place to live. We need to remove the kids from the streets and provide more green areas for residents to benefit. The Big Dalton Wash and adjacent pocket parks that you guys are creating is a great example of what Florence Flanner can become part of. A healthy community would be a better investment for years to come. That's why I'm here, and I urge you, Baldwin Park Commission, to consider and really look in depth the rezoning and leasing of our property. Because today it's this project, but tomorrow could be another project, another school. Baldwin Park is still at time to take a step back from rezoning and hurt our communities. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Do we have another speaker?
Yes, the next speaker is Luis Vasquez.
Good evening. My name is Luis Vasquez. I'm also a resident of the city of Bassett. I'm also here today to hopefully enlist your help in helping us stop the the Bassett Unified School District from entering an agreement or continuing this agreement with Storm Properties to build 105 condos on the Florence Flanner school site. I'm honestly just really tired of seeing all these condos everywhere, ruining our communities, ruining my communities, not listening to us, ignoring all of our actions, and just brushing us off like we're nothing. This developer does not care about me or my community. or my family or anything. They're just in it for money. Please, when you see these documents, when you see these proposed iterations of new projects, of new ways they can make it better, they're not. They're only in it for themselves, not for me, not for anybody else but themselves or their dollars. Proposed income that will be generated for Bassett School is less than 1% of their yearly revenue. It's negligible. Please, as you see these project plans, please think of us, think of me, think of my family, think of my daughter. It's a lifetime lease, 99 years. It's gonna outlive me, outlive my daughter. My daughter's 2. It's ridiculous, short-sighted, and just wrong. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. Next speaker.
The next speaker is Aaron Vasquez.
Good evening, board members. My name is Aaron Vasquez. Today I am here to talk about the condos being made. Please stop them. We don't want condos. We want more green space and we want places for kids to play and just be kids. Please consider not making these condos. Please and thank you. Bye.
Thank you for your time.
The next speaker is, forgive me if it could be, Liz Vasquez.
Good evening, board members. My name is Liz Vasquez. Well, technically it's Lizette, but Liz for short. I'm also here with my community and I'm against Storm Properties and the construction of the condos. We want parks, not condos. It doesn't have to be built by today, by tomorrow. You guys can take your time. Just don't rush into this contract. And I do also want to mention that we already have over 800 signatures. All the doors that I was knocking on and talking to the neighbors, they were all not aware of the construction being built. They were not aware of the plans. It wasn't even in Spanish, it was in English. Not until we said our concerns, that's when Storm Properties started passing down flyers in Spanish, Chinese, and in English. Everything that we've been saying in these meetings, they put them on the flyers to kind of try to make it seem like they didn't do anything wrong. And yeah, that's it. I'm against it, and please take us into consideration. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
The last speaker is Francisco Arenas.
Members of Board of Baldwin Park. My name is Francisco Arenas. I'm here also for
Excuse me, can you just hang on 1 second as the train passes by? Thank you. If you don't mind also just putting the microphone closer.
Sure.
Thank you.
I'm also here for the project, Storm Properties, that they're trying to build just in the back of my yard. And then as you know, the street is very narrow. It's not accommodate for 105 units more, but consider that it's gonna be a lot of traffic, like, but basically like 400 cars more for all those 105 units that you guys trying to build, and it's not adequate for that. Oh, we're trying to fight to stop this project, and we want parks because we need them. We don't have no parks around our Bassett that you guys trying to build that community. We need parks. We don't need any more condos. So please take us in consideration. It's gonna be damaging to our kids, to our future kids or grandsons that that they're gonna be living in that condition. Also, the safety is gonna be a concern. So that's what we want. We need the parks, because the parks, I mean, what is it? There's no open parks at our community. The school parks, they close it. They close all the as soon as they finish the class, they close the schools, and we're not able to get in. We used to go before at Bassett High School to walk or exercise. Not anymore, because they closed the school for the public. It was open for public before. So now we don't have nowhere else to go, as just walking on the street. And it's, as you know, it's growing. The concern about the criminality is growing around the neighborhood. So please take us in consideration, not build stone properties. We want parks. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you so much for your time. I understand that was the last speaker card.
That was the last card received. I'm not sure if there's others in the audience.
Yes. Is there anyone else? Yes. Please. If you can also just state your name, and you'll have 3 minutes.
John Rios, resident for Bone Park for the past 50 years. When I heard this project that you guys want to rezone that school has been on the Bassett control for so many years. It's ridiculous. But the property belongs in the Bone Park area. What you guys are trying to do, put 105 condos in there. Have you ever gone through that neighborhood? I have friends in that neighborhood. And when I go to that area where the outlets are going to be, you cannot have two cars going at the same time on the opposite way. You have to move to a side for the other car to go by. Have any of you gone over there? If you haven't, you should go see it before you make a decision or any of the things. It's dangerous. It's dangerous if you put more cars into that area. A couple of times that I've gone, I've noticed that the kids playing in the street because they don't have no parks or anything in that area. You know, we should consider the neighborhood. It belongs to Bassett, yes, but the property that you guys are trying to change the zoning to put condos is totally ridiculous. Who is getting paid off? Big companies are coming in, put condos after they build them, and that's 99-year lease. Come on, give me a break. If you guys really consider going over there, go. Check it out before you guys make any decisions. What they're doing, the people from there are fighting for their rights. And I have some friends in the Bone Park area that are going to start coming to these meetings until you guys realize what damage are you guys doing. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. Is there anyone else wishing to address the commission at this time? Seeing none, I now declare verbal communications closed. The lone item on the consent calendar is just the meetings from the previous planning commission meeting. Would any commissioner would like to pull this item for discussion? Seeing none, do I have a motion to approve the minutes of April 9th, 2025 on the consent calendar?
I'll motion to approve.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Chair Peña,
Yes.
Vice Chair Gonzalez,
Yes.
Commissioner Escobosa,
Yes.
Commissioner Miranda de Zib. Motion carries.
Thank you. The first case being on the agenda is a request for approval of a tentative parcel map to subdivide one parcel into two parcels within the R1 Single Family Residential Zone pursuant to Table 152.08 in the city's municipal code. Can we have the report, please?
Yeah, just give us 1 second. Okay. Bear with us. I think because we have like the auto transcript, there might be some blockage of the presentation.
Okay.
But it should be fine. We can go over that in a different section. But good evening, honorable members of the Planning Commission. Before you tonight is a tentative parcel map application to subdivide a 0.51 acre parcel into two parcels within the R1 Single Family Residential Zone located at 3446 Baldwin Park Boulevard. Shown on the current slide is an aerial view of the property. The lot shape is rectangular in shape and generally flat. The property is currently one parcel with a lot area of approximately 0.51 acres. Next slide, please. Shown on the current slide is the street view of the property facing Baldwin Park Boulevard. So if you notice from the last slide, there were two frontages, one from Baldwin Park and one from Main. The parcel is currently developed with two single-family homes, one which has frontage on Baldwin Park and the other which has existing frontage on Main, which will remain as a part of the project scope. And then as mentioned, shown on this current slide is the view of the existing home with the attached front-facing garage from Baldwin Park Boulevard. Next slide, please. Shown on this current slide is the existing single-family home and detached garage that fronts Main Avenue. Staff would like to bring to the Planning Commission's attention that this project is associated with an ongoing community enhancement case, wherein the existing detached ADU, which you see on the slide, fronting Main Avenue, is converted into a separate residence. As allowed under a state ADU law, the applicant will file permits to legalize the unpermitted ADU conversion and cannot be taken into consideration nor reviewed by the Planning Commission as a part of this subdivision request. Planning staff will review the proposed ADU conversion against our current ADU ordinance once plans are submitted by review for the applicant for review. Next slide, please. The subject property zoning designation is single-family residential, or R1. As shown on the current slide, the site is also surrounded by single-family residential properties, all shown in yellow. Next slide, please. Displayed on the current slide is a tentative parcel map submitted by the applicant, which shows the proposed layout of the two single-family residential lots. So they'll be split right down the middle. Next slide, please. Shown on the current slide is a site plan for the proposed parcel that will front Baldwin Park Boulevard, referred to as Parcel 1. No additions or alterations to the structures on Parcel 1 are proposed as a part of this project scope, and the structures comply with all development standards noted in the R1 section of the code. Next slide, please. Shown on the current slide is the site plan for the proposed parcel that will front Main Avenue, referred to as Parcel 2. No additions or alterations to the structures on Parcel 2 are proposed as a part of this request. And as a reminder, for the purpose of this Planning Commission meeting, the application before the Commission's consideration tonight is only for the subdivision of the existing parcel. Again, to reiterate, we're not considering the ADU as a part of this review or approval. Next slide, please. Shown on the current slide are the elevation views for the existing home on Parcel number 1. Next slide, please. Shown on the current slide are the elevation views for the existing home on Parcel number 2. Next slide. A notice of public hearing was published on the local newspaper on May 1st, 2025. Additional public notices were also mailed to property owners and occupants that live within 300 feet of the project site on that same date. No written or verbal comments were received for this project at this time. And likewise, with respect to the California Environmental Quality Act, or CEQA, The project is categorically exempt from further environmental review as it falls under the category of projects noted in Article 19, Section 15315, minor land divisions of the CEQA guidelines. Therefore, no further environmental analysis is required, and a notice of exemption will be filed for this project. Last slide. To conclude, staff recommends that the Planning Commission approve Resolution PC 25-11 to approve tentative parcel map 83647. Both planning staff and the project applicant are available for any questions regarding the project. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that presentation. I will now check in with the commission to see if there's any questions to staff at this time.
Commissioner, I have a
Yes.
question. And forgive me if just because I'm new, when you state that notices are sent to neighbors, how is that done? Is it by flyer? And if so, is it done in multiple languages? How do we notify neighbors that this is taking place?
So we send mailed notices. We send them 2 weeks before the actual hearing date. And we send them in English, but we have a disclaimer on the bottom that says if you require any Spanish translation, that they can reach out to me directly. But yes, that's how we notify adjacent property owners and occupants. So renters as well, they get notified.
Are there any additional questions to staff? Seeing none, I will now declare the public hearing open. I will ask the applicant to come to the podium.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Mei Wang, and this is my husband Yong Wang. We are the owner of the 3343 Main Avenue in Baldwin Park. And we would like to request for the subdivision for our lot. Since they already have 2 houses and 2 addresses and everything, so I think it's better to have 2 separate lots. It's good for your city also. That's why we requested.
Thank you. Oh, sorry, did you have any additional comments, sir? No. Great. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Are there any members from the audience wishing to speak on this matter? Seeing none. Are there any questions from the commission to the project applicant? Seeing none, I will now close public hearing. I want to check in with the team if there are any questions or would like to go into deliberation, or if not, if there's a motion on the table to approve this project.
It's pretty straightforward, so I'll
Yes.
motion to approve.
And I'll second it. Roll call, please.
Chair Peña,
Yes.
Vice Chair Gonzalez,
Yes.
Commissioner Escobosa.
Yes.
Commissioner Miranda de Zib.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. The Planning Commission has voted to find the proposed project exempt from the environmental review of the California Environmental Quality Act and the state CEQA guidelines, as well as to adopt the resolution PC 25-11 approving TPM 83647, a resolution of the Planning Commission of the City of Baldwin Park, approving a tentative parcel map to subdivide a 0.51 acre parcel into 2 parcels within the R1 single family residential zone pursuant to Municipal Code Section 152.08 on a property located at 3446 Baldwin Park Boulevard. The second case on the agenda is to request for the consideration of a modification of the conditional use permit, CP 24-02, to allow for revised hours of a hybrid self-service and hand washing car wash located in the downtown edge zone zoning district pursuant to table 4.3 of the downtown Baldwin Park specific plan. We're ready.
Thank you. Good evening, Honorable Chair, Vice Chair, and members of the Planning Commission. Before you is a modification to a conditional use permit CP 24-02 mod to modify the proposed hours of operation for a drive-through automatic car wash on a property located in the downtown edge zoning district of the downtown Baldwin Park specific plan. Next slide, please. Subject property is located south of Ramona Boulevard and to the west of Main Avenue at 4060 Sterling Way. The subject site is approximately 0.39 acres in lot area. The site is currently improved with an existing hand wash car wash facility, complete with an oil and lube change bay and a mini convenience market, all of which are to remain on the property as a part of this request. Directly surrounding the property are similar commercial related uses, and further south to the property are single-family residential uses along Main Avenue and Sterling Way. Next slide, please. The applicant, Smart Engineering, Inc., is proposing to modify their conditions of approval from their previously granted conditional use permit to allow for the operation of both a hand wash and automatic or express car wash services to be available for patrons between the hours of 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Planning Commission approved CP 24-02 on January 22nd, 2025, to allow for both the hand wash and express car wash services to be provided at the project location, but with separate hours of operation. No other modifications are being proposed to the previously approved operations plan or conditions of approval for CUP 24-02. Shown on the current slide is the proposed site plan for the property to manage the potential queuing of customer vehicles on the property, now with the combined hours of operation from 8 to 6 for both the express and hand wash services. Traffic cones will be placed on the driveway aisles to direct customers to the drive lines for their selected services by employees on the site. The placement and management of the traffic cones shall be coordinated by the employees at the request of the applicant to ensure flexibility throughout the day on how to manage potential queuing demands from customer vehicles accessing the property. Conditions of approval have been included in the enclosed Planning Commission resolution to allow for city staff to monitor and revoke the conditional use permit approval or the modified hours should the property owner fail to adequately address on-site queuing issues. Next slide, please. In conclusion, staff does recommend that the Planning Commission approve Resolution PC 25-12, approving CP 24-02 mod. Both planning staff and the project applicant are available for any questions regarding the project. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much for that presentation. I will now open it up for the commission to ask questions to staff.
I have a question, but I'm not sure if it's a question that should be directed to the applicant. I know that in the staff report, it was saying for the express car wash, the intention is to have a maximum of 2 employees, but on the justification statement, it says 4. I was a little bit confused.
As I'm aware, it's 2 whenever it's just solely express car wash. But if there are any discrepancies, I would have the applicant clarify.
Okay.
But to staff knowledge, it is 2.
Okay, thank you.
And again, that's only when it's express car wash. The request here before you is to modify the operations between 8 to 6, so that way both can be accommodated. As a reminder for the commission, when it's both hand wash and express car wash, hand wash, they're still going to have the 7 employees, but they're not adding any additional employees to monitor express car wash. Of those 7, they're still going to do essentially both services.
Okay.
Just a couple questions. So my understanding is that the extension is going to be until from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Is that right?
No, the 6 to 10 is already what was approved by the commission for just express car wash. It's from 8 to 6, where in the original approval, it was just going to be the hand wash. But now the applicant is requesting to, within 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., offer both hand wash and express car wash. But 6 to 8 is still going to be only express car wash. And that'll be with, again, the limited employees.
Sorry, I'm going to have you repeat that again. So, okay, so for the express car wash, that was what was originally approved, and now what is the proposal?
So express car wash was initially approved from 6 to 8, so only in the evenings. But now they're wanting to also operate during the day as well. So they would offer express car wash throughout the whole day. The only services that would be limited in time, or there would be a cutoff, would be hand car wash from 8 to 6. And that was what was originally approved before.
Okay, forgive me. So
Yes.
it's been a long day. I'm a visual learner, so 6 to 8 p.m. was the original for the express car wash.
That's correct.
And now they want 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you. So my concern is sort of the noise level from 8 to 10. I'm sorry, well, at least specifically from sort of the 8 to 10 p.m. slot. Do we currently in the city, do we have anything comparable, such as, again, another car wash that has been approved in the past to have 8 to 10, or perhaps a drive-through as well that, it doesn't have to be for a car wash, just a drive-through that has the hours of 8 to 10 that's close to a residential area?
There's a car wash off of Francisquito and Baldwin Park Boulevard that has similar operation hours where they go a little bit into the evening. Same thing with what would happen in this site. They're all bound to the noise restrictions. So after a certain time in evening hours, I think it's from 7 onwards, they have a certain decibel limit that would apply to the site. So they can't exceed that noise level. And especially considering they're next to residential.
Yes.
That would be something that community enhancement staff would be monitoring if they were to receive a complaint. But to my knowledge, this site has not had those issues in the past, and neither have the other car washes that have been approved for automatic services.
So my question would be, for the decibels, how would they minimize it after hours? Was it sort of less vacuuming, or is there?
That's exactly right. In the previous staff report, we had already analyzed this request, and it was included in this staff report for reference. But essentially, they have the tunnel, which is enclosed, so that already limits the noise. And they're also limiting the vacuum hours or time, so it would be, maximum of, I think, 5 minutes or less.
Okay.
And even then, they have limitations on, playing loud music. That's not allowed on the site, obviously, by the patrons. And other restrictions that the applicants put in place. That was, again, already looked at and approved by the commission in the last meeting.
Sure. And then as far as sort of mechanisms to monitor, to ensure that they're being, the project applicant is complying, is it the code enforcement that is proactively, or is it dependent on any complaints from the local neighbors?
It can be a mix of both.
Okay.
So usually it's by complaint, but of course, if code enforcement is proactively looking into these cases, such as, with other cases that come in, they may want to monitor, and then they have the equipment to measure the decibel noise generated.
Great. Thank you so much for clarifying that. There any additional questions? Yes.
Chair Pena, I have a question. So I'm assuming they're going to extend the express wash because it's lucrative. And so my question is, in terms of traffic, what do we anticipate in terms of how much extra traffic and how that's going to be handled?
So as mentioned in the staff report, they're going to have traffic cones similar to how other drive-through operations have for managing queuing, because they have in the staff report, there's an enclosed plan, and we can also pull it back up on the slides if you'd like, that shows where they drive in for the tunnel and also to request the hand wash services. So they enter from one side of the property and exit from another side once they're done vacuuming. So the applicant's intent with the cones is to manage the queuing for one side would be hand car wash and the other side would be express. And that's so they don't they can direct customers exactly where they need to go, and they can manage more efficiently the services, because obviously when you're doing the hand car wash, you're not going through the tunnel, because the tunnel is going to be exclusively for express car wash.
Okay, thank you.
Any additional questions to staff? All right, seeing none, I will now declare the public hearing open. I will call on the applicant first to speak on the matter, and if you can please state your name, and you'll have 3 minutes. And then if we can also get the timer on the monitor.
I'll try to be short.
Oh, hang on. We're gonna wait. All right, we're ready.
So, good evening, Mr. Chair and members of the Planning Commission. It's great to be back here again. We are here because of our mistakes on our application. Has nothing to do with staff. They've been really great with us. We are here just to clarify a few items. Our operation stays the same. Our project is the same. Just we're trying to provide a service that during the day, if our customers want express wash, we provide express wash. If they want full service wash, we provide full service wash. We also have an oil change, and everything is under one umbrella, one management. We don't have tenants there. The owners, they've been there since 2005. Our operation had no issues as far as the traffic, noise, and pollution and police call. They've been a good community member here, and we're trying to continue the same thing. I just want to clarify that when we say hand wash, currently the tunnel is a hand wash tunnel, and we switch our employees every 2 hours because we don't want them to stay in the tunnel for more than a couple of hours. The equipment will be replaced with state-of-the-art express wash equipment, and we will still provide a full service car wash if the customers are asking for. So when the car comes out, we can dry it for them, and if not, they can just vacuum and exit. And we have the RO water. The last rinse is a reverse osmosis water that even if you don't touch the car and you go home and it dries out, you have no spots on the car. So it's a spot-free wash basically. So that's all I have to say. And the operation hours is from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., both full service and express wash. And at that time, the full service wash will be closed, and 6 to 10 will be just a express wash. And our equipment is facing the commercial part of it. You know, the noisiest part of the car wash is the dryers. They are facing Sterling Drive, not the residential. So it was designed originally that way to really be, considering our neighbors, the residential neighborhood. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer.
Great. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Anyone else from the audience wishing to speak on this matter? All right, seeing none, are there any questions for the commission to the applicant?
I just wanted to clarify the question I asked earlier. On the staff report, it was saying for the evening express car wash service, a maximum of 2 employees on the site, but I know on the justification statement, it says 4 employees for the 6 to 10 p.m. shift.
Again, I think these are, when you get busy because life pulls you in 5 different directions, you make mistakes. During the day, when we have, if you have full service car wash, we will have more employees. But at the evening hours, 6 to 10, we will have 2, and it's more than enough to direct the cars when they come out or when they want to enter the tunnel.
Thank you for clarifying.
Thank you.
And then, sir, just an additional question. You mentioned that there was a clerical issue. So was the original intent of the application when we saw it previously that it was the express car wash, was that originally supposed to be from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.?
Yes, it was. I'll take full responsibility for that.
Sure.
And that's why we came back and redo the process, just to go through the process and make it very clear and make it legal. And we went through the CUP process twice, but I'll take full responsibility.
Sure. And I would add, so originally when you are and currently having it from 6 to 8 p.m. currently, do you see a demand
For
the express car wash?
yes,
Okay.
what they're asking for it right now. The way that we provide express is just wash it by hand, and it takes longer.
Yes.
They leave, but yes, we do have a demand. It doesn't mean that our number of cars or customers will go up, but we want to be able to provide the service that
I
the
see.
customers are requesting. That's all.
Great.
I'll clarify to the commission, tenant improvement plans for the tunnel have not been submitted yet. The
Thank you.
applicant has been waiting for the revised hours of operation, just so they have all the approvals necessary to continue.
Thank you. That was going to be my follow-up question to you,
Yeah.
or to staff, I should say. Any additional questions? Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Of course. Seeing no further questions to the applicant, I will now declare the public hearing closed. I will say that, again, my concern was a little bit about sort of the vacuuming, or at least, getting it to 8 to 10, or at least even to just the 10 p.m. hours. Concern especially for, I think, the folks, the neighbors on the right side. I think that was a concern, but I do feel a little bit more at ease that there is sort of a check and balance both on the proactive side, but also reactive side if should any residential neighbor complain about it. So I do feel comfortable, and also just the fact that all the machinery or equipment is facing more towards the public or non-residential side, and it's kept, I think that keeps me at ease. There any additional comments from the commission?
No, I look forward to using the service if it's approved.
Well, with that in mind, is there a motion on the table?
I'll motion to approve.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Chair Peña,
Yes.
Vice Chair Gonzalez,
Yes.
Commissioner Escobosa,
Yes.
Commissioner Miranda de Zib.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. The Planning Commission has voted to find the proposed project exempt from the environmental review under the California Environmental Quality Act, as well as CEQA state guidelines, as well as to adopt the resolution PC 25-2 approving a resolution of the Planning Commission of the City of Baldwin Park approving modified hours of operation for an automatic drive-through car wash on a parcel located in the Downtown Edge zoning district pursuant to Table 4.3 of the Downtown Baldwin Park specific plan. On to the non-public hearing items.
No items.
Any report for officers or the commission staff communications?
There's one communication, and that is that we will have a planning commission meeting on May the 28th. So please do mark your calendars.
Great. And I would say that as far as thank you so much for our Bassett neighbors for sticking around at the even towards the end of the meeting. I would say that even just as the chair of the commission, again, not speaking on behalf of the sort of the rest of the team members, I sincerely appreciate you coming on a consistent basis, certainly to voice your concerns about this project. I also appreciate the emotional side, of course, that's very important. I also appreciate as well, just sort of from the other side, as well as logic, I did hear concerns or have heard concerns about sort of the safety as well as the equity of your homes as well, and certainly the need for green space. I know I've heard maybe a comment here or there about we making the decision, or at least and so forth. I would say that we still haven't received a staff report or any proposed project or information on it. We do receive it typically 1 week prior to the public hearing. As we do for any type of project. So just know that we are consistently listening to your voices, to all of your voices, both young and young at heart as well. We are actively listening, but at this time, we haven't made a decision or planning to make a decision, certainly only because we just haven't received all of the information from, of course, not only your voices, but certainly the official staff reports from the respective stakeholders. So I just did want to communicate that to all of you, and certainly still appreciate you again for sticking around. I know you all have balancing lots of hats, whether you're a parent or just working or going to school and so forth. So again, I sincerely appreciate the time and also the consistency as well. Sorry, at this point, we can't address any questions, but certainly be more than happy to address them at sorry, sir, we actually don't accept questions during this time. Unfortunately, but I can stick with you after, or certainly during the verbal communication certainly can be providing your input. But I sincerely, once again, thank everyone for your time, especially for those who were here earlier as well. All right. Seeing that there aren't any additional staff or commissioner communications, I will accept a motion for adjournment.
I'll motion to adjourn.
And I'll second. Roll call, please.
Chair Peña,
Yes.
Vice Chair Gonzalez,
Yes.
Commissioner Escobosa,
Yes.
Commissioner Miranda de Zib.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We've adjourned at 7:50. Thank you.